everybody, it's Sarah, and I know I've been gone for a while, but, you know, as a lot of you guys know, I was moving, and I now have a roommate, so that's good, and I've been working a lot, which is good too, because I can always use the extra money, so I take any extra hours I can get. Wow, okay, so it's almost Thanksgiving already. This year is almost over. 2010 is almost over. It is almost time for 2011. It's crazy. I can't even, I don't know. Besides working and moving and yeah, I've been very busy lately, and I guess that's a good thing. I have been enjoying life now that financially I can afford to get out a little bit more. So I actually went on several dates with a couple different guys, and you know, it was just dates. It didn't really go any further than that, because right now I'm really trying to take a lot of me time, and it's very much needed me time. So I've been doing that. You know, I just turned 30 on November 1st, as you guys know. Some of you guys, maybe. And I'll be honest with you, I was upset, really. I kind of went through a bad funk before turning 30, and then the week after I turned 30, because I know this sounds stupid, but I remember in high school, like our senior year, we were supposed to write out, you know, where do you see yourself a year from now, where do you see yourself 5 years from now, where do you see yourself 10 years from now, and it was, you know, it was fun to think about, and I figured by the time I was 30, I was going to have kids, and I was going to be married, and live in a house, white picket fence, blah 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 blah. Yeah, well, none of that has happened, so I had a really hard time coming to grips with that, and, you know, I kind of felt like a big failure in a way, if that's not probably the word that I'm looking for, but I didn't feel like I had accomplished what I thought my plan was going to be. So I've been doing a lot of soul searching lately, and I've come to the realization that obviously God has a different plan for me. And so since I've turned 30, I've just been, I don't have a plan, a big plan, you know. If I get married, I get married. If I have kids, I have kids. If I don't, I don't, you know. It really shouldn't, I don't know why that I felt like that was so important. And, you know, my mom had said, well, you know, you did accomplish something. You did lose all of your weight. But to be honest with you, I didn't even put that on my list, because I never thought that it would be possible for me to lose all my weight. So that wasn't even something on my list. So I guess, you know, I was talking to one of my friends, and they were saying, like, you know what, Sarah, if you had gotten married and had kids and whatnot before you turned 30, and before you had your, you know, gastric bypass, either number one, you would have never gotten the surgery, or number two, you would have gotten it and realized, hey, this is not who I want to spend the rest of my life with, because, you know, I'm happier with myself, I'm happier with life, and, you know, there's a possibility of me just settling for someone, which, you know, marriage is kind of a big thing to me, so I doubt I would have settled if I would have married him, but you never know. This is kind of a rambling video, but it's just what's going on in my brain right now. So, yeah, so right now I am taking one day at a time, and I'm enjoying life, and I don't have a boyfriend at the moment, and I'm okay with that. I'm good with that, actually. And it's, I don't know, I'm taking much needed me time, and I'm doing things that are making me happy, like, right now. This is pretty much the first time I've been single since I've had my surgery. So this is the first time that I've ever really started realizing that I do get looks when I'm in the store. You know, I do have, in fact, I was at the grocery store and a guy, you know, was in the checkout next to me, and he was smiling at me and everything, and he ended up stopping me in the parking lot and asking me for my number and asking if he could take me out sometime. So it's just weird. It kind of just blows me away. Like, I'm not used to the attention from guys, and honestly, the very first thing I think of whenever I see a guy looking at me is like, oh my god, do I have a booger hanging out of my nose? Is my hair messed up? You know, what's going on? So it's very hard to get used to. It is getting a little bit easier. I don't know if I'll ever really get used to it, but you know, it's fun. I'm just taking it as it comes, and wherever my plan is, you know, in life, I'll get there eventually, and I shouldn't be stressing so much about, I don't know, does any of this make sense to you guys? Because I don't know if it's just something that I've been thinking of and I'm a little bit crazy, or you know what. So yep, and I've talked way too long about this subject. Anyways, I just got off the phone with Antonia, and Tony, I feel so much better after talking to you. Thank you so much. She kind of helped reassure me with some things, and you know, we talked about the reconstructive surgery and the grant, and you know, I've been M.I.A. for a while, and you know, I'm trying to, I'll be honest, I was in a big funk, and you know, I've been gradually trying to pull myself out of that and starting to enjoy life, and you know, think more positively, and it's good. Things are good. Things are good. So I hope everyone is doing well. I finally have the internet back. Yay! So as soon as I find time, I've been working like 6 days, like 10-hour shifts, and it's been crazy, but I've been trying to, I kind of figured out how to watch some videos on my phone, but for some reason a lot of them say it's not available on mobile, blah blah blah, so I haven't been able to see everybody's videos, but I have been trying to get back into the loop. I feel so out of the loop right now, it's not even funny. I don't know what's going on with anybody. I'm hardly ever even on Facebook anymore. I need to get my poop in a group and get back in the, you know, get back with the program. So I'm sorry for being MIA. I'm trying to come back. I hope everyone is doing very, very well, and I will, okay, so I was staying between like 163 and 167, back and forth, just depending on what I had the night before, or, you know, day before, or what week it was, if it was that womanly week, or whatever. But the last few days I've weighed, I've been 162. So, and honestly, I was going through a period also, I think it was kind of whenever I was in my funk, I was going through a period where food was just like, I could not get enough food, and especially sweets for some reason. And I'm not even really a big sweet person, but I was just eating cookies and candy, and you know, and I finally feel like, you know, I'm starting to clear my head a little bit. I did turn to food. But like today, I made breakfast this morning, and I'm sitting there like an hour ago after I got off the phone with Antonia, and I was like, man, I'm hungry. And I realized I hadn't eaten anything since breakfast, and it's 9 o'clock at night. So food has not been top priority, which is another good thing. So anyways, I gotta go. I don't know, I think now we got 15 minutes to make videos, but I will talk to you guys later. Bye.